All right, all right. You there? Okay. All right, all right.
Oh, wait a minute. I've been on mute. Did anybody hear?
You were on
Oh,
mute.
you can
You
hear.
were on mute
I
the
was
whole
on mute.
time. That's why I jumped on.
Wow. Well, I'm not on mute.
You sure ain't.
I'm actually glad that I was on mute because I think I was doing too much cussing anyway. Maybe that was God. No.
Yeah, don't start
But
out. Don't start out cursing.
So yeah, apparently GoFundMe's are content now. And salute to everyone here in the building. Who is here? There's some people, salute. We've been live and muted for 3 minutes. Please, everyone, don't forget to hit the like as you come in. Now, we are not on members only, and we usually are. Because this is a public conversation, we decided to let everybody in to a certain extent. You do have to be a subscriber to be a part of the chat. So please, let's make sure that the likes match the views, you know?
Yeah, like make sure the curtains match the drapes.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. You want to know what's funny? I wonder if you can read my mind right now.
Yep. I sure can. I
Got it.
can read your mind.
Well, then we'll leave it there. Um, yeah, this is all. Yeah, GoFundMe's are now content. Now, see, this is the thing. For my family that's here, for our members, for our people, I'm sorry. Was the GoFundMe actually my idea?
No.
Hmm. Whose idea was the GoFundMe?
What was it? What was it? My suggestion, right? Would you say that?
I mean, I think you suggested it, but I could have swore to God it also came heavily from the chat. I could have swore to God we were live the other night and people were saying, "Jag, we want to donate, we want to help." I don't have Cash App. I'm in another country.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
trust PayPal. Jag, could you get a GoFundMe? I could have swore to God that's what they asked for in the chat.
Yeah.
And I think it all came into conversation in that manner because people were laughing at how laughable it is for Tasha K to be asking for a $3.5 million GoFundMe. And so we've been trying to raise money for over a year now. From the moment that we started cruelty free artistry, we have taken certain things and several different kinds of things into consideration. We've always made it clear that we're looking for donors. We're looking for people who are willing to sow a seed into cruelty free artistry. And we also let people know that we've been raising money for
Nah.
in the chat if our fundraising efforts over the course of the past year since we started cruelty free artistry have not been a known thing in this community. Just put a one in the chat for those who have been here. For crying out loud, we've actually had donor day where we did marathon lives and invited people to come by. I've stated on several occasions, we would appreciate if we could just get $1 a view. If you enjoy what you see and you were willing to like and you were willing to view, just send $1 to the Cash App. Like, that's all. I'm curious. Have our fundraising efforts for our platform and for what we got going on, is this anything new? Put a one in the chat if you know this to be something that's been going on for a year. Put a two in the chat if you've never heard of us talk about this at all. We're gonna call the gorilla. Beautiful people, how? Oh, well, welcome in. Hello. You know, this is not something that we do often. We don't open up the doors of the church and just let people walk clean through. As the ones are coming through, if this isn't anything, what makes it content? What makes it content? Even though it is extremely serious to get cruelty-free artistry off the ground, GoFundMe is a choice. But I have heard, but you don't go that avenue. Too controversial. Fact check. Listen to me. I have avoided the idea of doing a GoFundMe because I already know. I've had a couple of cash apps in my past. One was hijacked and used to grift off my name. The other was boycotted, and then there was a bunch of fake GoFundMe's that were created. It's so interesting because there's some audio that I have of a conversation that I had with Adrian Deontay Lewis, also known as Sean. I eat many way, and he was talking about how that crazy person TJ that Tasha K's camp put into my life that was selected by Adrian Deontay Lewis and Michael Braggs, who are Tasha K minions. How she was running around telling everybody that all of the fake Jags bread cash apps, I was actually running them and I was running a scam on the people, and she was telling everybody that I did it all when the truth is I only had one. You had people like Denot Ricketts. You had people like channels like Josh's channel, Danny Robertson, and Kiva come and get this commentary, and all of them were running around putting up my Cash App as Jags Bread 22. So this way they could steal donations from me. And I know it went to the troll farm. Like I have no doubt in my mind. I'm not saying it's for a fact, but in my opinion, I believe that's exactly where it went because that's what they were promoting. Oh, this is Jag's Cash App. If you want to donate to Jag, this is Jag's Cash App. And everyone knew it wasn't. Funny thing is, on Cash App, even though it was in my name and Cash App knew exactly that Jag's Bread 2 was my actual Cash App. The one that was green and lit up and recommended was the one that all of the trolls on social media were passing around, stealing from the public in my name. It is nobody. Oh, Pat Blair says, and you've actually said that, how you've avoided GoFundMe. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because most of the scam artists that operate online use GoFundMe to scam. Like I absolutely have no doubt is what's happening with Tasha K. Honestly, in my opinion, I think she's laundering money. That's what I think. I think all of that money that she's been hiding and stealing so she doesn't have to report it and give it to Cardi B. I think she's going to try to find a way to fundle all of that through this and then pay taxes on it so it'll come up as legitimate and she doesn't get stuck, looking like a criminal. Because I really do believe that this cash app that she has going on, straight fraud. I do. And worse than that, especially after listening to Simone's video and her breakdown about the whole situation, even if she does raise the 3.5 million, she's going to have to kick out and pay taxes on that money to the tune of somewhere between 1.1 and 1.4 million dollars. So she's still going to be short. If she raises 3.5, you take a million off of that, that takes it down to 2.5. And then you take another 3 to 5 off of that. She's still going to be short a million and a half. So even if she hits her goal, and more importantly, who the hell set up her GoFundMe? How was she able to post a $3.5 million GoFundMe? Because the GoFundMe that we set up, they put limits on it, didn't they?
Right.
Like, that's the thing that I'm finding funny as hell. Because the GoFundMe that we put up, the initial, like, the money that we put up because we're trying to raise $75,000 for my legal defense fund. Because if we can do that, we won't have to worry about not being able to move forward with raising money traditionally and working on the projects that we're using to create revenue for cruelty free artistry. As long as we have to keep dealing with all of this legal stuff, it's going to take money away from us trying to launch the company. So I think it makes perfect sense. We have a nonprofit. Legal defense fund is something different. Yeah. And not just that, the legal defense fund isn't just for lawyers, isn't just for court fees. It's also to pay for the private investigators that we need to pay to make sure that all of the evidence lines all the way up. So as we're fighting case for case, we got the law in check. So I'm just trying to figure out how in God's name was Trasha K able to post up a $3.5 million GoFundMe. Because when we put ours up, it said, well, uh, 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 um, start with something smaller. And once you reach that goal, then you can increase it. And once you reach that goal, then you can increase it. Which is why it started at 16K because we're trying to raise 75,000. But for whatever reason, those are the limits. So I'm just trying to figure out, do she got some kind of special inside? I don't know. What do you think, Set in the West? What you think about this Wolfgang Amadeus? These special circumstances that seem to be going on with her GoFundMe.
Yeah, the her situation, number one. Well, let me say it like this. You had a bunch of people, and I saw a few. I'm not going to even mention the trash brands that have been posting about you on IG, trying
Huh.
to make light of the situation. I'm not going to talk about that, but
Well, I
as
mean, it
far
makes
as her,
sense. And wait a minute, and everybody that is on IG trying to make light of the situation, you should be very careful because what you're doing is lightweight, trying to get people and deter people from donating, which makes it seem like you one of those very ops that we're talking about having fucking investigated. Y'all should be very careful how you running your shit.
well, back to heat of the night face. Her situation is way different from what it is that you're asking for. Number one,
Good.
she's asking to raise money to pay off of her what is it? The settlement that she is supposed to have paid off. I guess there was a year where it was going to be a certain set amount that she would have to pay. The year
And
has
now they're
passed.
raising it.
The money she has to pay has been increased. Therefore, she's asking for money. Some people had ran, they did the numbers and they said, well, and they read into the lawsuit and said, well, it looks as if something else is going on. That's basically what they
Good.
were saying. And your situation on the other hand, let's just say it like this. You got a bunch of bad actors who were inserted in your life, and we got proof of that, right?
Yep.
And then you got a bunch of YouTubers and bloggers making statements, and they presented it as facts
Mm-hmm.
and set you up for certain situations. They damage your reputation. That right there
Try.
is already defamation, libel, slander, right?
Yep.
They said you participated in crimes without evidence.
Yeah, what crimes did I
Uh,
participate in?
yeah, no, I'm saying this is what they're saying. They said you participated in crimes. They don't have evidence of it. They said you
Oh,
assisted in some. They said you assisted in work for some people and you assisted in someone in some criminal acts.
really? Like who?
Uh, Well, Diddy, remember that whole little situation with the
Yeah,
the
bunch of
Ariel
lies.
Mitchell?
Bunch of lies.
They
None of
they
that's true.
they they have collected money in your name, which is fraud
Against
and
the law, it's fraud. Yeah.
wire fraud. That's
Yep.
a federal offense. That's federal.
Yep.
Um, and then the only thing you just got to do is, for the most part, just prove that these people acted in an actual malice. They knew that it was false and they ignored the truth. That's mainly the first thing. You got a case for defamation and emotional distress, because obviously that's what's been going on, and torturous interference.
Yep.
And in all honesty, the investigation side comes from just you saying what you said and realizing who was all in cahoots with each other. That's a coordinated attack. That's civil conspiracy.
Yep.
And we got proof of that. Like even with some of the former mods, your former moderators.
Yeah, like that little
Um,
homosexual boy, Kai Kenzu, who's over there with his cash app up talking crap.
yeah. So
Lady
coordinated
Bridget,
her
Miss
coordinated
Piggy.
harassment, coordinated harassment, coordinating certain narratives. It's
Yeah.
all documented. It's all documented. You got that. You got civil conspiracy. So it's a and well, and then also cyber harassment, stalking, right?
Yep.
So you're not asking for anything. Like you're not even asking for millions of dollars. You're just like, look, you want to get the ball rolling because you definitely have a case. You need the right people to help you. You need investigators because you got to build the case and then you move forward. But I know most importantly, it's really about getting down to the bottom of and this is what everyone tries to throw in your face, the warrants that are in DeSoto. We get that taken care of.
It's not in DeSoto, it's in
And
Dallas County. DeSoto
or
has
that okay.
effectively walked away from the entire case. Or should we tell them the deal that the DA was trying to offer us because they was
No,
trying to offer
don't
mm,
don't say anything about that. Let just handle up on that and then but yeah. Yeah, don't even say anything about that until it's done. Because that's the thing too. There's certain bad actors online that have been in contact with the judge, with the DA, and we got proof of that. We're getting proof of all that to still continue to try to trip you up. So it's not like you're asking for something that I mean, it's not even anything. You're not asking
No,
for
see, what's
a
interesting
crazy amount of
is
money.
that people are sitting here trying to promote Trasha K's GoFundMe, and she's asking people to pay for her lies that she got convicted of lying. Like she didn't. This is not something that happened to her. She wasn't targeted. Cardi B didn't target her. She wasn't gang stalked. None of that happened to her. No, that happened to me. She was literally on the stand in court saying, well, I lied. That's what I do for a living. She said that on court record. It's pathetic. And people want to help her pay for lies because they were so entertained. Ain't nobody lie about shit over here. Matter of fact, everything that I said that people said that I was lying about has turned out to be true. And it is still coming to the fore and focus day by day, every day. No, see, what's happening is content creators have now decided to jump online to try to make fun and make light of my GoFundMe so that they can turn people away from actually donating to me like they've been doing for the past 4, 5 years. Like, does people realize these motherfuckers have been gang stalking me since 2020? It's been 6 years. And it's the narcissism of Tasha K that really, like it really gets to me how narcissistic she is because this little weirdo crew of people that she's put together. They stalk all of my social media everywhere. They stalk me and lie and defame and slander me on Twitter or X. They stalk, they lie, they defame and slander me on TikTok. They stalk, lie, defame and slander me on Facebook. They stalk, lie and slander and defame me on Instagram. They stalk, lie, especially here on YouTube. And it's so damn egregious. There's literally teams of
Yeah.
these people that go application for application, either looking for a way to grift off of my name. And see, this is what's really funny. Most of the people that are talking shit about my GoFundMe right now and using it for content are people that have been using me for content and making money off me. So basically, I'm a liar, and everything that I say is bullshit, and to throw it under the bus. Oh, it's not real. It's not cool. But it was cool for you to use me as content to go jack my motherfucking videos on Instagram, and for you to make money off of it. But it's not okay for me to raise money for myself. Fuck out of here. Y'all weirdos is fucking weird as fuck. Y'all think you get to sit around and make money off of me for fucking ever? Are you serious? Don't tell me to calm down. Tell your asshole to calm down. If I want to get upset,
Mm. Mhm.
that is. Because part of the reason why I left this open is because we're going to do a little recon. We're going to do a little bit of recon. Oh, sweetheart, all we
Yeah.
do
There
is
is
use
private
private
security.
security.
Yeah. Hmm.
Ain't nobody paid for that. I'm sorry, what did you say? Let's all just start GoFundMe for whatever we want. Well, if you want to start a GoFundMe for whatever you want, then you personally can do whatever you want. I just don't understand what that comment means and what you think is so funny. But hold on, let's
I'm
check
being
out.
nice.
No, no, no. I'm
Go
not
ahead.
being nice at all. Okay, one time out. No deleted messages. Okay, but you have been time. Oh well, you just got timed out. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see. You might end up getting banned around this whole. I think it's time to have a whole new band list. Maybe that's a good time for the. Oh, you reported. Fabulous. Thank you. Cause see, I see what's going on here. They're sending people over here to try to get in this chat, right?
Of course.
Which is why we've let you come. Y'all ain't tricking nobody into letting y'all do nothing. You know what? You enjoy our Patreon lives. Can we be honest? Can I be honest about something that you probably don't want me to be honest about? Since we're talking about the interference and the hate train and all of this that goes on this app. Hold on. Who was talking smack about my GoFundMe? Wait a minute. Are you telling me Drizzle Monroe,
Well,
the
what
happy
he needs to do,
homosexual,
what he
wait
needs
a
to
minute, the
do,
happy homosexual was talking smack about the GoFundMe? So everyone's
he
talking about the GoFundMe. Is that what
he
we're
he
saying?
need well, he needs to produce that. If he's saying it's
Yeah.
not fake, go ahead and produce it. Let's
If it's
go.
not, please put
If
it
it
up
ain't fake,
online.
produce
Please
it,
put it up online.
and let's go. Well, they haven't had any Jaguar Wright content in months. So here they go.
This is sad. That's how bad it is for content. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, y'all go over to his page and tell Bate Boy, go ahead and put the video
Put it
back
up.
out. Just go ahead and put it out,
Put
and
the
we'll see
video
where we
back
go
up.
from
Since
there.
he ain't lying. Since it's real. Tell him put it back up. Little drizzle. It's amazing. It really is. It's amazing. Just looking at all of that must have really their pants today. It really must have. They must have put their pants today. When they saw that GoFundMe go up. And it's so funny because we didn't put it up on Instagram at first.
Mm-mm.
And people were already talking about it. See, we put it somewhere else that only our members would see first. And yet there were trolls already talking about it. I guess that means there are spies everywhere we go. Hmm, interesting. Even Drizzle Monroe made a video about this. That's funny because he was gone for a while. I heard he had plastic surgery or something. And then he just came back. So I'm trying to figure out why I'm on his radar. Why is he talking about me at all? How is a GoFundMe for me content? How's it content? We've been raising money. How's it content? Trisha K asking for money to pay for her lives when everybody sat around and watched her live for years. And then everybody sat there and watched her go further and further and further off into her lies. And then everybody watched her go to court. And then they made that content and they talked about that every day, all day. And then they watched her lose. And then they watched her get up here on this app and not even be sorry or take responsibility for what happened, but sit there and blame the system and say it wasn't her fault and it shouldn't have happened to her and she wasn't supposed to lose and the system is this and the system is that, because that's what it was. That's what she said. She never apologized for that. Not at all. She's not sorry about it. That's why. She talking about she wants y'all to help her get her freedom of speech back. What do you mean help her get her freedom of speech back? She's only allowed to not talk about one person. She's still talking crap about everybody else, and her so-called freedom of speech ain't nothing but lies. That's how is lying freedom of speech? Since when did lying become freedom of speech? Can somebody please tell me? I like to. I want to know. Woo-hoo. Shut your pothole and watch this room get cold. If you shut your pothole, how quickly will it get cold? I wanna know. I wanna know how warm will it get in a room? Who talking about we ain't got no sound?
We got sound. I hear you.
They like playing games over here on this here app. They do. They like playing games. They like playing games. They like starting all kinds of stuff. They like creating all kinds of interference. It's a mess. It really is a mess. Hmm. Wow, even Drizzle Monroe was talking. It's content. My goodness.
Apparently, but they not talking about nothing of pertinence. So, all right.
I mean, there's a lot of people that ain't talking about a lot of things that actually matter right now. But they talking a lot of smack. So now, like even that idiot, that voodoo girl whose grandmama talks to aliens and stuff. People actually sit there and they listen to her. I mean, some of the stuff that she say, it makes sense sometimes, but the truth is, the girl's a maniac. She's a whole nut. As soon as I heard him keep all of the salacious, crazy rumors about women from Louisiana alive, I think she thinks she's a whole episode of Eve's Bayou or something. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how it's content. How was my GoFundMe that my people asked me to start content? I know everybody wants to sit there and carry the story about a wino's begging Tasha K to let them pay her debt for her for 4 years. But it's funny because I'm still trying to understand how somebody that brags about being a millionaire, somebody that brags about how they ain't hurting for no money, and even though she's not paying, like, I'm still trying to understand the lies. So she runs around telling everybody that she's paying $20,000 a month, which isn't true. She was paying like 15, somewhere between 15 and 18. which ain't 20, but bragging about paying 20 and talking about it ain't hurt her none. She doing just fine. She ain't got to work no harder. She ain't losing no money. Everything is great. Whoopty whoopty woo. But they got to sell that house in Atlanta though. Her dream house. Oh my goodness, she was so excited when she got that house. Oh, she was so excited when she got that house. Got to sell it. I mean, if you got all of this money, then you should just be able to pay the debt off. You shouldn't need a bankruptcy. You shouldn't need a payment plan. You shouldn't have to put paying for your lies on layaway. If you're a millionaire, you should just be able to cut the check. Am I wrong?
True.
Hmm. So basically, you just lying and you flexing. She's doing everything but yard sales as of late. She got Kickstarter and GoFundMe, and she twerking that Cash App and that Venmo. Hmm. It's just interesting to me. And they all over here on these apps capping for that weirdo. That's how I know they all in cahoots. Because the truth is, should nobody really care about her debt to Cardi B? Not at all. Everybody watched what she did. She sat there and she used that girl's name and her relationship and her enemies to run down on her and to ride down on her. She used it as a marketing campaign to build her name up because the truth is, the only reason she has national awareness at all is because she married her name. She stalked and harassed Cardi B to the point where now, when you Google search Cardi, her name pops up. So she grifted her name. Truth is, she owes her that money for marketing. Like, that was your marketing strategy. That was your marketing plan. You and that weirdo African husband of yours, who looks more and more fruity as the years go by. Cause he do. He look fruity. And you looking more and more dykey as the years go by. As some people have said you actually are in real time. So, I'm not saying you a dyke, and I'm not saying he's a fag, but you do a lot of support for the LGBTQ community to not be one. You was sitting there, you go to lesbian events and you party with lesbians like you are one. You go down here to the Dominican Republic in a place where, it's known for lesbian hedonistic getaways. Like, I mean, that's what that whole Cardi B thing was about. It was about finding a celebrity, attaching your name to that person, and then grifting it all the way. She owe her $4 million for marketing. She do. For marketing, she owe her that money. You must be busy doing something.
No, I'm not. I'm listening. Just
Well, don't let me maintain the whole conversation by myself.
no, I'm not. You're talking. So this is your platform in all honesty. So, you know, what you're saying though is
It's the community platform. And I just wanted to, for real, I just wanted us to jump up here since everybody else is talking about it and it's content, because that's funny. That's funny. I don't understand why people are talking about me at all. I thought these people weren't talking about me. I thought I wasn't news. I thought I was old news. I thought I was over. I thought it was, and now it's just everybody, everybody.
yeah,
Huh.
they need something to talk about. So
Yeah, but I don't understand why they're talking about this.
now I don't get it either. I mean, if they're talking about it,
We've been raising
in,
money
in
for
a
my legal defense fund. This ain't nothing new. Nothing new at all. Interesting.
I mean, they could speak on it in a like in the manner of like just more or less promote it or even just talking about why you're doing it. Obviously, they don't want to do that. A sport, especially a Storm Monroe, he doesn't want to say why. I'm going to check out what it is that he had to say, but it'd be interesting to see is if he's even going to comment on
All he need
why.
to do is shut the hell up and put that video back up.
Yeah, that I would ask him to do that myself.
Put that video back up. Stop running your little de-sucking lips. Save us the speech. Put the video back up. Put the video up. That's all you
Yeah,
gotta do. Put that so-called smoking gun incriminating video back up.
yeah, yeah. Now let me
And,
see. There
and make
are
sure
there.
make sure it's the original. Because the edited version that you re-premiered, hmm, that's got metadata.
Well, yeah. See, the thing is even with what it is that I was referring to regarding the legal paths that you could take in this whole situation, and I don't think a lot of people maybe they don't believe that there's a harassment campaign against you. Let's go back
They don't.
to let's go back to Brian McKnight and how
Yes.
conveniently connected all those attorneys were to each other
Yep.
when dealing with Brian McKnight.
Yep.
So,
Let's talk about no. Let's talk about actually. Let's go back further. Let's talk about the Ashley Parham case.
well, that's where we start. That's exactly what I was about to say. Let's actually start there. You appeared on Pierce Morgan. You had a segment about 10 or 15 minutes with Pierce Morgan speaking, and then you got off camera. Vlad came on immediately after you,
Mm-hmm.
saying all kind of things about you, called you a conspiracy theorist, blah blah blah. Then Ariel Mitchell Kidd came on and kind of tried to lightweight, like almost defend you and say, hey, for you to reach out, yada yada yada. This was in October of 2024. You did reach out
Mm-hmm.
to her. You did. You did reach out to her. Right after that interview is when Ashley Parham's case was brought to
Got
light,
filed.
correct?
Yep.
And who was the attorney for that? Who's the attorney?
Ariel Mitchell Kidd and Sean R. Perez.
John R. Press was also involved with Ashley Parham as well.
Sean R. Perez and Ariel Mitchell Kidd were the attorneys of record for the Ashley
Okay.
Parham case.
Okay. Right. And that was filed in October of 2024. They
Mm-hmm.
amended the lawsuit in February of 2025 to include Big Homie CC. He's like the,
Yep.
the least famous of them all. That's a whole different conversation. Uh,
Mm.
Odell Beckham Jr., the comedian Drewski, and you.
Yep.
Your name was included in that.
Yep.
And then this just happens to go down, what, a few weeks after you had
We went to
you
Mar-a-Lago and I
you
got
went
the
to
Defender of
Mar-a-Lago.
Freedom Award. which had
Right.
absolutely nothing to do with President Trump. It had everything to do with America's future. It just so
Right.
happened to be at the president's home.
Right. America's Future is an organization, a nonprofit that pretty much advocates for children. We'll just say it like that. And you know they do a lot of great things, and they wanted to honor you because of what you stand for.
Yep.
So come to find out, this guy Sean R. Perez, you know, you look a little deeper into his background, he is like just anti-Trump. They call it Trump
Yep.
derangement syndrome, TDS. I find it
Yep.
funny that your name is added to the amended lawsuit right after that.
Yep.
And then right after that, we had the situation with Brian McKnight. Now, Brian
Well,
McKnight,
no. You're jumping a little bit too fast.
go ahead.
After that came out, everyone jumped online and instantly said, Jaguar Wright, she's being. Everybody wanted to do about how I employee and I did this and I did that. Except for that, I got online and said it's absolutely impossible. And the reason why it was absolutely impossible was because of the date of what I was accused of doing and when it happened. I had an irrefutable. I am the only person who was included in that lawsuit who had an irrefutable, airtight alibi.
Yeah. And your alibi was what?
I was in jail in Chicago.
And you actually have documents to show this is actual, not, you actually had stamped certified
Yeah.
documentation saying that you were in jail. Yeah, exactly.
First content
At the
creator,
time.
only honest content creator to come forward who went and searched the records herself was Kadisha Lynn. Salute to her.
Yeah. Khadijah, she came out, she said that couldn't be true. You presented documents actually to the court. That's a whole nother conversation. But these other people, when anything deals with reputational damage, like you said, the drizzle guy, he went on and was so quick to say, yeah, you know, this person, you're included, blah blah blah. But you know, they 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 ignored the truth. Do you think they knew it was false, or you did just think they just, of course, they just ran with it, and then, you know,
Let's be clear. Every last one of those content creators that ran with that lion ass story did not do a retraction, nor did they come back and apologize and say, we are sorry, Jaguar. There is no way you could have done it. Nobody. Matter of fact, most of them still have all of those videos back up, which is what? Slander and defamation.
well, it's actual malice if they knew it was false and they ignored the truth. But only person, Murad is the only one that I saw that reported the fact that you actually went ahead and did what? Submitted the
And
documents to the
responded to the
court.
case.
Yeah, right. I'm probably the only one that put a video out about that whole situation being you know,
You
dismissed
want to know what's
because
even funnier than that? When he said I was trolling when I did it.
he said you were
Brad
trolling.
actually said that. Yeah, he was being trolling.
Murad was trolling?
No, he accused me of trolling when we answered to the lawsuit.
Oh, damn, I didn't catch that. What did he say?
He said, well, Jaguar Wright has responded to the lawsuit. I wonder why she did that. That's what he said. Oh, wait a minute. This idiot actually came back with that other you out of here, boy. You out of here. You out of here. We gotta report you for hate speech. No, actually promoting terrorism.
Oh yeah.
Let's
Well,
you didn't get
they'll. Well, you want me to unhide him? I can hold on.
no. I'm reporting him.
Okay. Well, see,
I got it.
and guys, people in the chat, if you pay attention, there's a weirdo in here with an at. Let's not even say his name, but he is part of the
Conspiracy.
what campaign? The dog piling,
Conspiracy.
the I wouldn't say defamation, but whoever he is,
Conspiracy.
we have so many names of this same individual. Yeah, that's the conspiracy side. You're right, because it's a coordinated effort between the YouTubers and what they do, coordinated
Go
harassment.
back and check. You didn't see him come forward as a content creator until after we debunked that AI foolishness that Drizzle Monroe
Yeah,
did, and I
yeah,
mentioned the name. You can go back and you can look and you. That's how you can tell these people are stupid and retarded because they. I'm sorry, delayed.
slow. They're helping you just build your case pretty much. Like I'm not gonna sit back and give you the evidence so that we can trace IP activity and like it's like yeah, you're right. They're delayed. They're slow. But back to what I was saying about the content creators, and if you lay out everything in regards to this this whole little situation with them uh, defaming your name, that's the origin of it. That's the beginning of it. Remember those two names, the Ariel Mitchell, the Sean R. Perez. Now
Yep,
these are attorneys. These are not just regular people
lawyers,
or
bar
YouTubers. No, these
associated.
are attorneys. These are not people that they're supposed to uphold the law, but they're playing around. So number one, not only there's a whole lot of you know not only the YouTubers, you just got a whole lot going on with these people that are so called supposed to execute the law, and they
Mhm.
don't. So this guy turns around, Sean R. Perez turns around and attaches himself to Brian McKnight.
Yep.
Brian McKnight decided to say you were defaming him by saying certain things, and
Uh
then
huh.
he went in this four different states, and it's not that it's illegal, but it's something wrong
It's
for you to go
unethical.
after. Yeah, for you to go after the same person in four different states, and the same attorney, Sean R. Perez, who is attached to another case where
I
they
was falsely accused.
added you to a complaint. Yeah, falsely accused, added you to a complaint, and real like I said, simple research. If you're I mean, if you're a lawyer, you have investigators. You have people who could fact check and look into certain where was Jaguar Wright? Where was Jacqueline Wright on this date at this time? And they could have easily looked into the system and said, "Oh, damn, this ain't
She
right.
wasn't even.
Something's
There's
wrong here."
no way possible she could be a part of this.
But they still continue to go on with their lie, and then boom.
Well, see, that's not
Any
even the biggest problem that I have with all of that. The biggest problem that I have with all of that is the witnesses that they used to add me to the lawsuit.
Well, we'll get down to that as well because those people will be included in a conspiracy.
The Jane Doe and the
And-
John Doe
yeah, and we
that
got
they
a
got
general
rid of,
idea.
that they
Yeah,
know that they got rid of.
yeah. Well,
A
yeah.
week after they added us to the lawsuit, they dropped them as clients.
Yeah. How convenient, right?
Why?
Yeah. But and I'll just say this
They
behind the
play too
scenes,
many games. They play way
behind the
too many
scenes,
games.
behind the scenes, you had very
Thank you,
legacy,
Michael.
reputable people who were trying to interview you and talk to you, but then
And then
because of
all of a
all
sudden, didn't want to talk
these
to me no more because of
things,
all. Mm-hmm.
all this stuff that was going on, and yeah, they just well, reputational risk, or she said up substantiated this, or oh, she's in this lawsuit, and then they come to find out that what all of it, even the Brian McKnight situation, statute of limitation is passed. Even if you'd have just did a straight declaration, like I said, just you lay out the declaration.
At
That's
the
it.
end of
His
the day,
his
the statute of
his
limitations had
case.
been passed. It wasn't even a legitimate lawsuit. The only
No, I
reason they were
know.
doing it is because they were using it to try to find a way to track me down, hunt
That's
me
pretty much it.
down.
That was it. There was nothing about justice. There was nothing about really getting down to righting a wrong. When you're dealing with the courts, you're dealing with justice. You should be dealing with justice, and it should be about fixing something that went wrong. There was nothing about that. That whole situation was just to track you, in my opinion,
You want to know what's
and
funny?
defame you.
Yeah, I agree, shot caller. Everybody online ought to take accountability for every fucking thing that they've done because not only have the subs encouraged all of these stalking and harassment tactics, but you've sat there and you funded and paid the content creators who were doing it.
Yeah,
Y'all might as well have put a bounty out on my head. But I mean, that's what y'all did with Cardi B when she was running around doing the same thing to Cardi B. Like, that's the problem. All of y'all, you want to talk about taking accountability? My God. My God. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I can't even begin. I really can't. Ooh. Oh, see, now this is a salmon dinner. It's ridiculous. It's just funny. Ain't nobody out to get Jag. Ain't nobody after Jag. I go and show up at a content creators who I've never seen before, who I didn't even know existed. Next thing you know, I'm being stalked and harassed live on panel. Ooh.
and we could even include that fat ass nigga, big homie CC, into this whole conspiracy as well, if we really want to go there.
Well, see, that's
But
the funny thing.
that's a whole nother conversation.
No, but that's the funny thing about that dude. I'm sending you a picture. Ooh. Mm-mm.
I don't know why you said. Well, never mind. Go ahead, because I'm not gonna really be able to view it. But go ahead.
That's fine. You'll be able to view it later.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that just reminded me. The View It files.
Well, that's a whole nother convo. See, the
Yeah.
thing is you gotta go with what can be proven easily. I got that. Don't even worry about that. Got to go with what can be proven. We talked about Big Homie, and we also talked about the Ariel Mitchell case
You want to know
and
what's funny
some.
about Big Homie though? Of all of the four people that were added to that lawsuit, Big Homie CC is the only person that didn't respond.
I know,
He just did interviews.
I know.
I responded. Drewski responded. Even Odell Beckham Jr. responded. Big Homie CC did not. I guess he didn't have a problem with being in a lawsuit and being accused of grape. and kidnapping and all kinds of ABUSC. Mm-mm-mm. What you talking about? I don't know who this shot caller person is. The only thing that I need Drizzle Monroe to do is to put that piece of shit ass AI video up of me again so that we can go to the authorities and have it forced to be examined, because the truth is that's evidence of his crimes against me. Nothing more, nothing
That's why,
less.
and that's why he won't put it back up. Exactly. Yeah,
That's
he
all he
won't put
needs to
that back
do.
up.
Don't come around here talking to me about no Drizzle Monroe. Going back over there to that little treacherous little boy. Because see,
Re-release it, or
re-release
put it
it.
back out there. Yeah.
And make
Let us.
sure that you get the metadata.
Well, once it's out there, it's yeah, yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you something right now. It makes absolutely no sense for him to take it down. If it was a smoking gun against me, I wouldn't have taken it down.
Well, the way coordinated efforts and coordinated things work, and they have a particular narrative that they're trying to push. See, they can have conversations over the phone, that's documented. There could be emails
Mm-hmm.
that have been sent, that is documented. They can have talking points that we're gonna do. That's all documented. That's the problem. See, they you're going to open yourself up to all types of legal investigate all that, because you can't run from the fact that there's definite coordination that had happened. Just like I
Yeah.
said with I said with the legal side, the Ariel Mitchell side, the
Yep.
Sean R. Perez side, that was a coordinated situation.
They put
That
me in
wasn't
one
something that just
lawsuit.
happened.
They put me in
Yeah,
one lawsuit, and when that one didn't work, they put me in another one.
yeah, and that's all you can show coordination.
Yep.
It could be proven. So there's conspiracy on that side.
Mm-mm.
So
Yep. That's all
him
y'all need
and
to
his
do. Tell Drizzle.
video, yeah,
Tell Drizzle put it up.
yeah, just run it. That's it.
Put it up, cause ain't nobody over here afraid of it at all.
Yeah, you have a claim for cyber harassment and stalking because
Yep.
the harassment became more and more persistent and threatening. You had people threatening to, pow pow and
Yep.
all types of
Sure
crazy
did.
stuff, right? Yeah,
Yep.
all because of okay, you going to to the residence of the president or whatever, and you receiving an award. Since that time,
Oh, it kicked up.
the harassment and it got more and more persistent.
It kicked
So
up.
yeah,
It kicked all the way up. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
so yeah,
Oh,
and
this shit
you're not
on.
you're not making anything up. Like we're just talking about the stuff that the public can see or even just research on their own. We're not even talking about the stuff that we got behind. Well, I got behind the scenes that I know. Like I'm not even talking about that. We're talking about public information right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, you were talking about certain YouTubers who started GoFundMe's, or not GoFundMe, but they started campaigns, fundraising campaigns in your name outside of GoFundMe, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Sean Davy Way and King Payne.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Now, I mean, all these people that that have been included, they really should. I mean, I know they were running around saying that your nonprofit was under investigation and all
For
this other.
what?
Right. For what? Under investigation for what? The funny thing is they probably have already been under investigation. Now, when you pull the trigger on this, it's just going to release the floodgates. They're documenting harm and who's behind the harassment campaign. That's really what this
Mhm.
really boils down to. What
It's
we
just
gave
funny.
you,
Trashy K begging for help. And in my opinion, she is responsible for a good share of the harassment and the targeted campaign against me. She spearheaded it. She started it out, and then she created a team to which I can prove.
well, hold
I
on,
can
hold
prove.
on. Someone said, well, thanks. Shia says, I'm mystery trolls. I'm gonna check them out. I need to look. This is Johnny Mac. Would you say silence and secrecy kicks ass in war? Good luck with this strategy. Well, number one, like I said, we're just telling you what the public can easily go and look up. Did we tell you everything? Or, I get a
No,
kick out of people who try to, make it seem as if like, oh my God, you're telling us everything. No, we telling you
no.
what you want to know, what we want you to know. And
There is
again,
so much more.
it's way more than y'all.
Wait a
I don't think
minute.
y'all get it.
This jackass, this. Why are all of these weirdos that was just over at your channel over here?
Well, yeah, that's what you expect.
Wow. Promote terrorism.
She's called CPS on Lovely. What happened? Wow. Okay, that's messed up.
Actually, no, I only called CPS on Tasha K.
No,
I ain't never
she's
had no
she's
problem
not
with Lovely
talking
T.
about you. She's not. See, why are you see how you
What?
be? This is why I say you shouldn't even really pay attention to the chat. Sometime she's not even
Oh
talking about you. That
no,
person isn't
Trashy
even
K.
talking about you.
No, Trashy K is called CPS on Lovely T. She called
Yeah,
CPS on
that's what
Sweet
they were
Ma.
saying.
No,
Yeah, that's what
but
they're
also
saying.
on Sweet Ma. Like she's called CPS on multiple people. Let's not even start talking about Von Ray. Mm-mm.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
anyway, somebody's in there. Oh yeah, strategy and I trust me. I understand that game. And just
Ain't nobody
because
telling
we're coming
nobody
out,
nothing.
talking about the the tortious interference, the intention of emotional distress, the
Yeah.
defamation, false light. So what they've already done their bad work. So what are we supposed to do? Like, what do you? That's my thing. I'm like, what do you? Okay, silence. Okay, you're right. The
You know what I
silence
think people
is
keep
strategy.
forgetting?
But these people have already done what they've done. So go ahead.
You
What do
know what
people
I think
keep
people keep
forgetting?
forgetting? That I am diagnosed and confirmed with PTSD. That makes everything that they've done malicious, with malicious intent. There's no way of getting around malicious intent. You can't go after somebody who suffers from a legitimate syndrome, from trauma, and stage stuff like this. Yeah, CPTSD is very real. And trust me, I know. Thanks to them and all of their gaslighting attempts back in 2023, it was reconfirmed. Hold on, wait a minute. Who's up in here talking crazy? Oh, there was somebody else up in here?
Yeah, I took care of it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, Well, hold on, no, no, let me report for terrorism. See, they mad. This is how you know they real mad. So tell me something. How do you explain all of these people on time targeting me and harassing me and stalking me when I have PTSD? Explain that, shot caller. Please do. Please explain it. See, you don't understand how things work around here, shot caller. We don't do caps in this chat. So maybe you have another device you can get on, but I got a feeling in a hot second, the mods is going to handle up on you. And please don't tell my moderators to calm down. They're my moderators for a reason. Rachel, condolences. Like, it's just funny. It is super duper funny to me. But what I do think is that all the content creators that went around attacking that GoFundMe, I think all of their pages should be reported. What do you think?
Oh yeah, of course.
That's what I think. Especially over there on Instagram. I think every post making fun and making light and trying to discredit needs to be reported. That's what I think. And oh yeah, what else was it that I was oh yeah, that's what I wanted to before I forget. For those of you who come through, those of you who are here and replay gang. By the way, guys, we could use another 100 likes. That would be really awesome. Um for those of you here and replay gang, what would be great? I mean, really, really, really great is for those of you who have witnessed me being harassed, witnessed me being stalked, like anything that you've seen here on YouTube, especially anybody who was present for the swatting and saw the swatting, anybody who's seen anytime I've gotten on a panel outside of my own panel, especially if y'all remember what was it, that get it off your chest sense that Tamari Huff Nicholas Scat Medusa used to do, that gang stalking panel. Anything that you've witnessed, I would appreciate it if y'all could just write a statement about what you've seen.
Yeah, that'd be great. And just send it to your email. That'd be great.
An affidavit, yeah. Um,
Don't have to do it. They don't
and
have to do an affidavit. They can just send an email first, and then we'll let the when we get the investigator on it, they'll yeah.
well, thank you, Devotion. Appreciate the super chat, but the GoFundMe is the GoFundMe. So, and just so everyone knows, if you didn't notice, if you go to the description of this video, I dropped the link to the GoFundMe in the description for anybody who might want to donate. Mm-hmm. No, but anybody who's witnessed anything, any slander, any, oh, thank you, Rachel. any slander, any harassment, any of that. If you could just write down your eyewitness account and email it to us, whether or not you email it to me directly, jaguarwright@gmail.com, or if you email it to the channel, realjag .com, realjag77.com. Wherever you email it, I would appreciate if we could start getting those eyewitness statements of everything that you've seen happen. What time frame for harassment? It doesn't matter. Anything that you've seen for however long you've been watching me. If there were any, if there was anything happened online that you saw that may have that you've seen me, excuse me, go through here online. I meant that was for TK GoFundMe rerouting to you. Oh, you didn't know about my GoFundMe? Yeah, we actually have one. Mm-hmm. Where do I start? In December 2024, I met Jag in battle. Wherever, whenever you showed up, anything that you saw that you feel was criminal, anything that you saw that you feel was, harassment, gang stalking, cyberbullying, anything that you witnessed that traumatized me, anything that you witnessed that might have traumatized you, like seriously. Oh, thank you, Jill, appreciate you. Yeah, if you guys could just start writing those down and just sending those stories to us, your eyewitness account of what you've experienced, that would be great. I remember when you were in the pool and they ran up on you. If you could write about that and what that was like, I'm because I've heard people say things like, Jag, I've watched you go through so much, and I was traumatized watching everything that you've been through. Like, people have said that to me in the past. What is this? Would you rather I donate on YouTube or your GoFundMe? I think you're a real one. Keep telling the truth about the evil stuff. Whoopty whoopty whoop. Listen to me. If you want to donate to me and Cruelty Free directly, donate to the Cash App or PayPal. You can go over to the website. All of the donation methods are there. If you want to specifically donate to the Legal Defense Fund, then just go over to GoFundMe, because that's for our legal defense fund, specifically for that. However you choose to donate, it's perfectly fine. Jag, I really commend you and your sobriety, given all the triggers and well, thank you. Thank you. And this June, completely sober, dry, no, nothing. Just me and life, and that's it. What is it? Use it up as much as you can help you. Jack and Odell always. You have my oh, thank you so much, Barbara J. We appreciate you. I remember staying live with you for 12 hours. Oh, the 12-hour live. Like, yeah, like if anybody remembers, like I'm saying, what do you think, Wolfgang Amadeus?
What do I think of what?
Um, the importance of eyewitness account.
Yeah, that's what I that's what I said. Suggested. Yeah, just email. The email, that'd be great. And then, you get on top of the other work later. But yeah, there's a whole process. And again, to the person's talking about silence and all that. Yeah, there's a whole process of getting down to the get down. There's people that have visibly shown them face, shown who they are, and we know who they are to a degree. And then there's the people who, come into chat rooms and say certain stuff and have, cause intentional harassment, infliction of emotional distress by
Yeah.
uh, saying certain, having your screen name in certain names, and then coming into the chat and saying certain things to troll them. So that's what the private investigator does, is to you know find out though that information, and there's steps to it. There's steps to it, overall. But yeah, the audience who have seen things, that's a start. It's a good start too, to get you guys' testimony.
See, that's the biggest part of the problem. Jag, do you have any stories about the late great Bob Power? I mean, I have stories that I could tell. I do. But
I mean, you said what you said in that on the
we did
last
do a
channel
support
for the
video, and
most part.
oh,
So.
thank you, Chaos. And Chaos, we're so glad that you're able to come back. I don't know if you knew, but Chaos got kicked off the channel and they took membership and everything.
How did that happen?
I don't know. Hey,
That's
Jag, I just
wow.
want you to know I will keep supporting, even though somehow my members and never notifies me anymore. I will keep on checking for your live chats and keep subscribing. Oh, thank you, dear. Thank you, dear. Well, these days we're over on Patreon. We've been doing that live here on the app whenever I'm not live over there 2 or 3 times a week. We decided to go live this evening because I was kind of shocked at all of the ridiculousness of
Yeah, they didn't waste no time. You had the GoFundMe up for a minute, but then the IG, you went ahead and you said post that thing up. I posted it, and within 3 hours, they done made it a story on well, certain quote unquote brands, IG brands, accounts have made it a story. And at the end,
yeah,
at the end,
and here on YouTube
well, yeah, of
apparently
course,
as
the YouTube
well.
situation, but they just posted what you posted, and they just said, "Hey, will you be donating to Jaguar?" And of course, you got there's a lot of comments in there, just trolls for the
Yeah,
most part. But let them do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Let them say what they want to say. That's fine.
I hope I'm not smacking in nobody's ear, but
Well, I mean,
I'm on an eating
you're not
schedule,
supposed to be
so
eating past 8 p.m., but
I'm transitioning. I'm walking it back. Don't forget, time changed.
that's not an excuse.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm hungrier than three niggas, and I'm like, I'm not finna eat. I'm just because I'm sticking to the
I
code. That's all.
I hear what you're saying, but after I went through the trouble of making all of this beautifulness, I'm gonna
No,
eat me a
I
little
hear
bit of
you.
something.
I hear you. I'm just saying. Yeah, I hear you.
It'll be 16 hours before it happens again. Please believe me. But yeah, but man, talk about on my neck. I ain't mad at you though. I ain't hating. I ain't gonna do the Danny boy and start singing I ain't mad at you. I didn't really realize how many videos and interviews Danny Boy has done in the past 6, 7 years. I didn't realize.
Mm-hmm.
He been on the line running his yet.
Mm.
I'm like, dang. I mean, he still be singing. He get to singing a little Donny Hathaway. Sound good. All I know is for him to come forward and tell everybody how he got statutory rape by Mary J. Blige and all of that stuff going on with Diddy, and he do nothing about it. That was weird.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was
Mm-hmm.
weird. And then not long after that, he went full he
What?
went full hummus.
Yeah,
Because
he
that's the
came all the way
question
out
that
the
I would want
closet.
to, yeah, that's the question I would want to ask him. Like, what took you down that path? Was it Diddy or was it Mary? Who ran you to the other side, to the dark side? Was it that bad with Mary that you understand?
Mm.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. Listen to me, chaos. It is what it is. That little boy got turned out, and then next thing you know, you getting it down. Welcome to the backside. I don't know if Ray J turned him out. Honestly, way Danny Boy be talking, I think it might be the other way around. But who knows? Who knows? Nah, so yeah, I'm kind of surprised though. I'm a little disappointed. They've been doing such a good job trying to pretend like they're ignoring me. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's been weeks, right?
And damn near months, right? Damn near a month.
Like no contact. What am I? I'm having a salmon dinner with coconut, jasmine rice, and fresh seared spinach with garlic and onion. This dinner. I got to it a little late. No, but seriously. Hey, Golden. No, but what's it been? Y'all know I love me a good salmon dinner. But it's been like almost a month and a half. Not quite 2 months, a little more than a month. Let's call it 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Troll Farm has been gone out of our lives. Not talking about us, not hashtagging us, not putting us in their videos, not trying to check our content, like none of that. Like, and then all we do is post a GoFundMe, and then boom, they all back all like back up, back. It's weird. You think it's everything to be in the spotlight and hear all this stuff. Listen to me. It ain't. I mean, fame is not all it's cracked up to be. When you first step into fame, you look at it as, oh my God, people know me, everyone knows me, everyone loves me. But you don't really think about the fact that that can turn on its head in the drop of a dime. And now everybody knows you, everybody hates you. Like, it can go either way. Truth is, I never liked the idea of fame. I wanted to be successful with my work. I wanted to be able to tour the world. But I'll never forget the first time I saw my tour schedule. The first thing that came to my mind was, this is going to be posted up everywhere. People are going to know where to find me. They're going to know where I'm going to be before I get there. Like, I never liked that. I never liked that. Never liked the idea of that. Hmm. I'll never forget the first time I went on tour. I was practically looking over my shoulder, city for city, because I didn't know, I had enemies in real life. The idea of people being able to hear I'm being announced on the radio and all they got to do is show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's,
Hmm.
ugh, I got over it. You know. Oh, thank you, Azaleas. Appreciate you. Yeah, but I'm just like, they forgot about us. Shouldn't they just keep forgetting about us? Like, don't worry. I know Bieber is severely, like severely traumatized, and anybody that can't see that, it's because they don't want to. That boy's messed up in his mind, and if anybody can't see the Selena Gomez is messed up. Like, what's funny is that Taylor Swift looks as close to normal as she does, because that, you can tell, like, her and Rihanna, you can tell they made a different kind of deal.
Hmm.
You can tell. But look who they be around. Look who their core circle is. It's funny. Sometimes I look at Bieber and it makes me think about Aaron Carter.
Yeah. Yeah. Poor kid.
It's yeah. When I think about him begging online for people to donate to him, and him saying how he was just trying to raise $100,000 so he could lock down a security team and get to a safe location because he no longer trusted his family and he thought his family. Yeah, Michael Jackson did try to defend him. Aaron Carter, his brother is Nick Carter. Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys. Nick Carter, who has been alleged to have essayed some women at Diddy parties, no less.
Mm.
Nick Carter told the truth. Knew Jodeci, would see them at studios, went to their shows. I was a big fan, but I didn't have any relationship. Exactly, Yvonne. He defended Michael Jackson as well. They both did. They Michael Jackson warned him about what was going to be happening to him with Sony. He warned him what he was going to be going up against. He did the best that he could. And after Michael Jackson was gone, he defended him. All he wanted was the money that the label owed him. They ain't want to pay him. Sony ain't want to pay him. And he knew, hmm, what is this? Hey Jack, I just watched a music documentary and you was on there singing live on stage with the Jigga Man. Singing. Gotta make the song cry. Your voice was so, thank you. Appreciate you. Man. But I remember those last posts from Aaron Carter, and he was sitting there online telling everyone, I am not suicidal. I do not want to take my own life. Please help me raise this money. Help me raise this money so I can get to safety. I no longer trust my family. I need y'all help. And he was begging. He was begging.
Mm.
He was begging for his life. And then the next thing you know, Aaron Carter found unalive. He took his own life. And I'm like, he was just literally just sitting there saying that he, mm. But when I saw Marlon Wayans crying about it, that's when I believed it. And Marlon ain't do shit. Marlon's a sellout. Hmm. And then they all went along and the band played on like nothing ever happened. Wow. You're getting tired. So am I. Hold on a second. That is in shorts lately, as well as you singing Pretty Boy Floyd on the side. Huh. I haven't seen that name in quite some time, right?
Mm. Mm.
Pretty Boy Floyd ain't been around in quite some time. Yeah, Marlon. Marlon done signed up for the gig. Weirdo. Hey, Chaos. I did freelance photography years back, mainly for conventions, and met a few celebrities and got treated differently. I didn't like it one bit. Listen to me, celebrities ain't, they ain't all what you, yeah, listen to me. Aesel, at Wayne's family, they something special. They something special. They are. But all right, well, I think we done our time here. I want to thank everybody
Mhm.
who donated to the channel tonight. Appreciate it. No, because you getting tired. And it's time for me to lay it down and rest it. I just, after watching us put up that post and just looking at, oh wow, this is content? Really? This is
What?
content.
Them?
Like
Yeah.
unbelievable. Dr. Jacko, hey Jag, also in one video I rewatched back, you said you visited Canada one time and was in Edmonton. Why were you here? Oh, I used to perform. My nephew, one of my nephews, he's no longer there. He's over in Cali now, but God bless him, my music nephew, K Riz. I used to come and I used to play at some local venues there. I loved Edmonton. I missed it so much. It's been so long. You know, that's part of the reason why we have this legal defense fund to get all of this, get all of these cases and all of this stuff squared away so I can go back out into the world. I miss going out into the world and performing. I do. Let me tell you something. The YEG, that is my spot. YEG is my spot. It just gets so daggone cold. So, all right, well, you're yawning, and I want to finish eating before it gets too late because I'm throwing myself off schedule. Um,
Yeah, you made the point, and yeah, we appreciate y'all coming on here. And
yes.
yeah, somebody the guy that said don't silence the strategy, blah blah. Trust me, we understand that, but she's been
You have
silent for
no
so long
idea.
anyway. You trust me, but you've been silent for so long. You might as well do this. Yeah, I guarantee you'll see who comes out the woodwork. Just like you said, you know, the drizzle buster, who if he did a video on it, guess what? What they say, hit dogs holler, right?
Indeed.
Your former mods coming out saying hit dogs holler, because what can they say? I was
Mm,
there. I seen it all on that end with the former mods. I seen what they were on.
they telling on
So
themselves.
yeah, the hit dogs is the ones that's hollering.
They telling on themselves. Y'all keep telling. The only thing that Drizzle Monroe need to do is put the video back up. That's the only thing he need to do.
Yeah, he actually would be
That
doing you
video
a
back up.
favor. He'd be doing you a favor if he did that, for real. But he's not
Don't
going to do
talk
that.
about it. Don't talk about it. Just put it back up. Period. So on that note, I am Jaguar Wright. Appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. There's a link to the GoFundMe here on the channel. You can go to the website. We'll be posting it on other outlets as well. I just find it funny. I just find it so funny. Just the second we put it up on Instagram, boom. And I knew it was gonna
Yep.
happen. But to make but content, people are making videos about it. Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. It is time for action, Michael. So that's what we're doing. And I want to thank all of our people for pushing us to make this move. Because guess what? Apparently, making this move is shedding light on things. Hmm. Interesting. All right, guys, we're out of here. See you soon. Definitely be back this weekend at some point. Just try to keep your notifications on. Check the community wall. Y'all know what it is. Well, the GoFundMe is linked in the description of this video.
But
It's
you can
not
go
linked
to
in the
the
chat.
Jaguar Wright. Go to thejaguarwright.com and it'll
Dot
be there
com.
too.
And it's there as well. It's also in the description on my IG page, Jaguar Wright. Um, but yeah, all of that's there. And I also have the address to the website linked in the description. Oh, welcome. Welcome, Gregory. Welcome to Jag Nation. Trust me, that's gonna come in handy because most of the time we're members only in the chat. So yeah, this was something else because it's just a public conversation that's happening very publicly. So we wanted to make it open for people to be able to come who were subscribed to the channel to talk. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys for stopping by. Welcome to the Jaguar Right Effect, and don't believe the hype. But let's just keep our eyes out because there are a lot of hit dogs that are hollering, howling.
They are.
Howling.
Yes, they are.
All right, y'all. Peace. Have a good one.